There's a different kind of weight in the atmosphere today. Not the heavy kind, the kind before the rain. The kind that signals something is about to break open. The kind that's felt before the shift begins to rain. I've been in this place before, right before the movement, when the stillness gets electric with the change, when the prayer that seemed unanswered starts to tremble, when what was fixed starts getting rearranged. I don't have the full picture of what's coming. I don't know the exact date and time it arrives, but something in my spirit has been stirring, and the stirring is the signal something thrives beyond the current seas of something greater. It's positioned and is ready to break through. Something is moving in the spirit, and I can feel it, and the feeling is the first sign of the new. It's not wishful thinking, it's the spirit. It's not just the feeling of a hopeful heart. Something is moving in the spirit, and I can feel it, and the feeling is the signal of the start of the shift, the God-initiated movement, the divine recalibration of the now. Something is moving in the spirit, and I can feel it, and I'm positioning to receive it. Here is how I open, I surrender, I allow. Something is moving in the spirit, and I can feel it. The atmosphere is shifting, can't you tell? Something is moving in the spirit, and I can feel it. Something breaking loose, something starting to swell. In the invisible, the pieces are aligning. In the unseen, the answer's taking form. Something is moving in the spirit, and I can feel it. The shift has begun, something new has been born. Feel it, sense it. Something is moving in the spirit, and I can feel it. The shift has begun. Something is moving. I speak to every person who has been in the waiting, who has prayed through every season of the dry, who has pressed their face against the glass of the promised, and wondered if the breakthrough would arrive. The stirring that you feel is not deception. The electric in the spirit is not fake. Something is moving in the spirit, not just feeling. And the moving is the signal. Something breaks open, finally open after the long waiting. The shift that God has been preparing all this time is beginning to be visible in the edges. Something is moving in the spirit, and it's mine and it's yours. starting to swell. In the invisible, the pieces are aligning. In the unseen, the answers taking form. Something is moving in the spirit, and I can feel it. The shift has begun, something new has been born. Something moving in the spirit, the shift has begun. I can feel it. Something moving right now, the shift has begun. Feel the shift, something moving. Every story has its moments of the turning, when the narrative shifts to the unexpected arc, when what was the theme of the previous chapter is replaced by something breaking through the dark. And I've been living in a chapter for too long that was never meant to be the permanent address. And I feel the hand of God upon the pages, and the turning, that's the shift, that's what I confess. Oh, it's happening right now in my particular story. The chapter that I thought would stretch indefinitely is being closed with the authority of the author, who writes with the precision of the eternally. And what comes next is not the continuation of the same theme in the same familiar space. God is turning the page on this season, and what's coming next is the new season's grace. Oh, the chapter doesn't close because I finished. It closes because God said this one's complete. God is turning the page on this season, and what He writes on the next page I receive. God is turning the page on There are things I've been believing for that seemed immovable, fixed in the position of the long and stubborn weight. And I've pressed and I've prayed, and I've declared and decreed, and still they stood like mountains at the gate. But something has shifted in the atmosphere around them. Something has changed in the spiritual terrain. And what was the unmovable and the permanent is starting to show the first signs of the strain of something